Hello students, I am Dr. Sanjay Kumar Srivastav, Associate Professor Pathology, Dev Allied Health Institute, Sehepur, Jaunpur. Previously I discussed about microscope, and today I am going to teach you for colorimetry and spectrophotometry. These two instruments are used to measure the colored compound of the biochemical solutions which obtained from the endpoint reactions. How it is work? The terminology colorimetry is the use of the human eye to determine the concentration of colored compound, and the spectrophotometry is the use of instrument to make the same measurements. It extends the range of possible measurement beyond those that can be determined by the eye alone. तो ये दोनों इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऐसे हैं जिनसे हम कलर्ड कंपाउंड का ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी मापते हैं, and these equipments are very useful in the pathology lab. Now come to the colorimetry. Visual observation, which we can see from naked eye, the colored compound, green color, blue color, red color, yellow color, violet color, so on. So because colorimetry is based on inspection of materials with the human eye, it is necessary to review aspect of visible light, and this is the narrow range of electromagnetic waves with the wavelength of 400 to 700 nanometer. And the diagrammatic representation of the electromagnetic spectrum, which you can see on the screen, which I have shown by the arrow. And visible light is only a very small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, the narrow spaces between the red and black colored. So you can express the different terminology by the symbols. The frequency is U and energy is E are directly proportional, whereas frequency V and wavelength lambda are inversely proportional. Now, electromagnetic spectrum, that is the compounds or complex of the colored and rays, which we can see on the screen in a chart. It is divided into 4 parts vertically: the type of radiation, second frequency range in hertz, wavelength range, and type of transition. So first rays is gamma rays, that is 10 raised to the power 20 to 10 raised to the power 24. The wavelength range is less than 1 pm. And type of transition, that is nuclear. Second, X-rays, the frequency range is 10 raised to the power 17 to 10 raised to the power 20. A wavelength range is 1 nanometer to 1 pm, and the type of transition is inner electron. Next, ultraviolet, the range is 10 raised to the power 15 to 10 raised to the power 17, and wavelength range is 400 nanometer to 1 nanometer, and the transition is outer electron. The visible light is the range in hertz 4 to 7.5 into 10 raised to the power 14, and wavelength range is 750 nanometer to 400 nanometer, and the transition is outer electron. Next, near infrared, that is 1 into 10 raised to the power 14 to 4 into 10 raised to the power 14, and the range is 2.5 micrometer to 750 nanometer, outer electron molecular vibrations. Infrared, 10 raised to the power 13 to 10 raised to the power 14, and the range is 25 micrometer to 2.5 micrometer, and the transition is molecular vibration. And next type, microwaves, the range is 3 into 10 raised to the power 11 to 10 raised to the power 13, and the wavelength range 1 millimeter to 25 micrometer, and the transition molecular rotation, electron spin flips. And lastly, radio waves less than 3 into 10 raised to the power 11, and the wavelength is more than 1 millimeter, and the transition is nuclear spin flips. So, on the basis of these electromagnetic spectrums, you can derive or write the equation of electromagnetic radiation, that is characterized by its wavelength lambda, frequency V, and energy E. So, E is equal to HV is equal to Hc upon lambda. So, C is equal to V lambda, where H is Planck's constant and C is equal to speed of light in a vacuum. You can see on the screen how the waves are circulates. A, longer wavelength, lower energy. B, shorter wavelength, higher energy. So, the peaks of wave indicates the energy range. And in colorimeter, you can see on the equipments the different types of wavelengths are marked, and that is having inside the colored plate, that is called filter. So, on the screen you can see color wheel which lie across the diameter on the color wheel and combine to form white light. So, the color of a compound seen by the eye is the complement of the color of light absorbed by a colored compound, thus it completes the color. So, one next chart is here which I told you inside the instrument there is color filter present and different type of colors and having different wavelengths there. So, this chart is divided into three parts. One is observed color of compound, second color of light absorbed, and third approximate wavelength of light absorbed. So colored compound, when you have to observe in green colored compound, the light is absorbed red color and the approximate wavelength is 700 nanometer. And colored compound is when blue, then light is absorbed orange and the wavelength is 600 nanometers. And when the violet colored compound, you have to measure the optical density, the light is absorbed yellow color and wavelength will be 550 nanometer. And red violet color, then light is absorbed green, light green color and the wavelength is 530 nanometer. When colored compound red colored, then light is absorbed green color and the wavelength is 500 nanometer. Orange colored compound absorb the light blue color and the wavelength is 450 nanometers. If yellow colored solution, then light is absorbed violet and the wavelength is 400 nanometers. So on this basis, the colored compound and light absorbance color is shown on the chart on your screen. This type of chart is present, or this type of filter is present inside the instrument, and they absorb the different wavelengths of light when you have to take an optical density of the different solution in it. In the same way, if you have to go and observe the optical density of the solution on spectrophotometer, the same procedure will be here and you can see on the screen. So both colorimeter and spectrophotometer is working on the same principle. So visual colorimetry, the intensity for light shining through a colored solution, the observed intensity of the color is found to be dependent on both the thickness of the absorbing layer, that is path length, and the concentration of the color compound. You have seen on the screen there are different slide view of the colored compound and the top view which you can see by your eye. For one color, I have given an example. A series of solution of a single color demonstrates the effect of either concentration or path length depending on how it is viewed. And visual colorimetry, you have seen on the screen, there are two colored or mixed red and black, that is ratio used, first one, and second one is the purple colored complex. For more than one color, the ratio of an unknown mixture can also be determined by matching the shade of the color to those produced from known ratio. In this example, the ratio of a mixture of red and blue can be determined visibly by comparing the mixture to purple produced from known ratio of red and blue color. So totally this equipment, or you can say this instrument, is worked on the physics equation or physics theory. So next, dilution factor, constant path length. Recall C1V1 is equal to C2V2. Then for the dilution, C diluted into V diluted is equal to C standard into V standard. Next, C diluted is equal to C standard into V standard by V diluted. So if we take any solution, we have to measure two color, that is the standard one and test. So standard and test both are standardized the test of biochemical compounds. Since V diluted is equal to V total, C diluted is equal to C standard into V standard upon V total. Substituting the volume, C diluted is equal to C standard into 3 drops by 8 drops. If the original concentration is 5.88 ppm parts per million, then C diluted is equal to 5.88 ppm into 3 by 8. So C diluted is equal to 2.21 ppm. Intensity of light, when the product of the concentration and the path length of any two solutions of a colored compound are the same intensity or darkness of color is observed. You can see here the colorimetric visual Dodge and a adjustable path length here. And on the same way, in spectrophotometry, the instrument that measures the amount of light absorbed or the intensity of color at a given wavelength. The intensity of color can be given a numerical value by the comparing the amount of the light prior to passing it through the sample and after passing through the sample. These quantitative measurement of light absorbed are the transmittance and the absorbance. What is absorbance? Beer-Lambert's law, that is called Beer's law. The linear relationship between absorption and concentration of an absorbing compounds, that is capital A is equal to ABC. A is the absorbance, small a is molar absorptivity in L by L, yani mole centimeter, also called extinction coefficient or eta. It is the dependent on the material being studied. B is the path length in centimeter, the diameter of the cuvette or sample holder, which is the distance the light travels through the absorbing sample. B is a constant when the sum size cuvette is used for all samples. C is the concentration of the sample in mole per liter. Next, the transmittance is related to absorbance, is given by the equation capital T is equal to capital I upon I0. When I is the intensity of the light after it has gone through the sample and I0 is the initial light intensity. Absorbance is related to the percentage of T. T is equal to minus log capital T is equal to minus log in bracket capital I upon I0. I0 give rises to the absorbing sample of concentration on C and give I. So path length B. Equation summary: capital T is equal to in bracket capital I upon I0 is equal to 10 raised to power A. The percentage of T is equal to in bracket capital I upon I0 into 100, and A is equal to minus log T is equal to log 1 upon T. Sample calculation: if percentage T is equal to 95%, then A is equal to log 100 upon 95 is equal to log in bracket 1 upon 0.95 is equal to minus log in bracket 0.95. So A is equal to 0.02227. Percentage transmission you can see on the screen by a graph. This is showing the absorbance of the light, and you can see a spectrophotometric in the figure. And what is the schematic diagrammatic representation of the spectrophotometric light absorbance inside the cuvette by the light? You can see here is the lamp producing light passed through the lens that produce the monochromator filter. Sample cuvette is in between of both, and the detector amplifier to read out the sample wavelength. The lamp emits all color of light, that is white light. The monochromator select one wavelength, and that wavelength is sent through the sample. The detector detects the wavelength of light that has passed through the sample, and the amplifier increases the signals so that it is easier to read against the background noise. These are the parts of the spectrophotometer you can see here on the screen, and the plots of the absorption data in the form of graph. And this is the checkout visual portion, spectrophotometric, and the dyes located in lab record concentration, that is blue standard, red standard, ppm, and waste here. So thank you so much. If you have any difficulties or any problem in the understanding of your own side, so you can ask the question on my YouTube channel or by the personally meeting. Thank you so much.